finally, I'm delighted to be joined by Sarah Campus. Sarah is a mum and a personal trainer, and if you were kind enough to be watching last weekend, you'll think, yes, I recognise her. We invited her back onto the programme. We invited her onto the programme last weekend to preview the child care plans that everybody was talking about and that we knew were likely to come up in the budget. And as you can see, I'm delighted to say that she agreed to come back via the magic link to tell us her thoughts. As the Rolling Stones famously sang, you can't always get what you want, but if you try, you get what you need. What's your own judgment of what the Chancellor of the Exchequer was able to give on childcare?
Well, thank you for having me back, Alastair. Yes, he definitely did deliver to an extent. Obviously, the time lag is a big question, puts a very big question mark amongst lots of families. The fact that it won't be in place till 2024 to 2025, and that is a big concern, considering you've got the pressures on society and on the families right now, and the cost of living crisis is happening right now. So the fact that we've got that time lag, it's not ideal, if I can be completely honest.
Yeah. A number of people, not least in the education world, have also questioned whether or not the sector is up to meeting this new demand, and they say that what the government pays already is not really enough. So perhaps we are agreed there that it's a work in progress. Here's something that we talked about, the three of us, when you were with us last weekend. And it was voiced much more eloquently than by me by a number of Tory women members of Parliament who asked, where is the help for the mums who want to stay at home and be mums rather than go off to work, having dumped their little darlings with, albeit a totally professional and brilliant childcare operation? Do you have any sympathy with that? It's pretty profound and it's pretty fundamental stuff.
If I'm completely honest, I feel that when I say mothers, I should also say parents, because sometimes they split their leave.
Yes.
You shouldn't really have to make that choice and shouldn't have to have the pressure of making that choice. And I do know that, that nowadays parents are looking at flexibility and salaries in equal measures when they are looking to return to work. But in terms of mothers who want to stay at home, it wasn't really covered in the budget, and once again, I feel that they're being unrecognised, which is a real shame, if I'm being completely honest.
In an ideal world, then, what would be the amendment that you would put to the finance debate that's going on around the budget? You'd want the payment to be made quicker, and you'd want more support for providers. Is that about it?
Yes, definitely. I think the time lag should definitely be brought forward. To have it as 2 years is crazy. You know, they have got the infrastructure in place. They managed to do things for COVID with the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. So I definitely think that, you know, that they can make changes if they want to. They just need to make the changes now, and it will certainly help the economy and the society.
Well, interestingly, that the independent and objective Institute for Fiscal Studies agrees with you that as it sits at the moment, it will take quite some time to help anybody get back into the workforce, which, of course, was the overriding objective of it. Sarah, great to see you again. Thank you very much indeed. Sarah Campus, who, as I said in my introduction, is a mum and a personal trainer, with her reflections on what Jeremy Hunt did do and what he still needs to do on the key issue of childcare, which will be a big one at the general election. Make no